Hey you guys, so I'm here with another makeup tutorial on how to achieve this simple glam makeup look. So let's jump right on into it. So I'm going in with the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit, and this is the shade 4.5. And the tip of this one is a bit thicker. Well, it's actually a lot thicker than the Precisely My Brow Pencil. And as you can see, I already have like thick eyebrows, so I don't really need to go in like for the tiny details. So the Precisely My Brow Pencil, I actually wanted it, but this one, it'll do just fine because I could just fill it in 1, 2, 3 real quick. So now I'm just going to go in and clean up these brows, and as you saw, I'm using the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Sand, and I'm using a double-ended Morphe brush. So how I like to sculpt out my eyebrows, I'll use a little bit of product and I'll place it right underneath the arch, and then I will gradually pull it forward and backwards. This gives me more control of the product, and the last thing you want to do is get concealer on your eyebrows because then that's just going to be a pain to fix. So now it's time to prime the face, and I'm going in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. And just gonna use my fingers to warm up the product and rub it on my face, and also pat it in as well, especially around my T-zone area because that's where I have larger pores. And for the first time ever, I am mixing two foundations. Like, I've never done this before. But I'm using the Fenty Beauty in the shade 390 and the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Brûlée. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because the Fenty does oxidize, meaning that it gets darker throughout the day. So mixing it with the Too Faced foundation, it just gives me the perfect color. And I just love the finish of the Fenty Beauty. Like, I love a matte finish. And I definitely forgot to color correct, but that's okay. It's alright. I'm trying something new once again, and I'm just gonna color correct over my foundation. So I only put a little bit, and I'm blending that out now. And now I'm gonna jump back into the Too Faced foundation and just put just a little bit to cover up under my eyes where I put the color corrector. So now time to conceal, and I'm using the same concealer I used to clean up my eyebrows in the shade Sand. And to tell you the truth, I don't go heavy with the concealer. I'll do like the bare minimum, and I leave that little gap there because it's gonna get covered. Like, you don't really need to put a whole bunch of concealer underneath your eyes because if you have problems with blending, that is not going to look good. And see, look, you work the product in, you blend it out, and it's covered. I understand why a lot of people want the heavy under eye concealer because they want that bright under eye look, but I'm just not a fan of that. And to really make sure that everything is blended and married together, I'm just going to use the side that I blended the foundation out with, just to like minimize any harsh lines. So now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle, and we're just going to apply that around the perimeter of my face and right under my cheekbone. Oh, and I'm sorry, the sponge that I'm using is the Real Technique sponge, and I'll make sure to list the products in the description bar below. So now I'm taking the pointy part of the sponge that I used to blend out my concealer, and I'm just going to go back in and smooth out any creasing that had happened because we do not want to set those creases. Now going in with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, which is going to set everywhere that I contoured. Oops, no. Everywhere that I highlighted. And I put my powders on a small amount at a time because you don't want to get carried away and look ghostly in pictures because that's really what catches the flashback. So I'll just add light layers at a time until I reach my desired amount. To set the contour, I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, medium to tan. And I'm going to be using those 2 dark shades. Just going to dab my brush in there and stipple my brush onto the perimeter of my face where I applied the contour. Then I'm going to go in and work in a swivel circular motion to really blend that in. And using a big fluffy brush, I'm just going to work all those powders in together. And to bronze up my face, I'm using the Milani bronzer, the shade on the left side. I think the right side is like to highlight. I never used it, I just used the left side. So using the second darkest shade in the Anastasia contour kit, I'm just going to use that to contour my nose a little bit. I only use powder to contour my nose. And for blush, I'm going in with the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette from Juvia's Place, and I'm using that pink shade Leena, and just gonna apply that to my cheeks and a little bit on my nose. And we've made it to the eyes, so I'm going in with the Tartelette Palette by Tarte, and I'm taking that shade right there, gonna use that as my transition shade, work that in back and forth windshield wiper motion. So now this next shade looks extremely white on camera, but it's actually a nice soft yogurt color, and we're going to use that for my eyelid shade. And I'm going in with a wide blending brush to blend both of those colors in together. Now it's time to wing it out with the Fenty Beauty black liner, and it's in the shade "Cause I'm Black." I just feel like I have to add like that emphasis on it. 'Cause I'm black. Alright, okay? Don't get it twisted. And now mascara to prep for my lashes. Time to pop on the Morphe Santa Monica lashes, and these are one of my favorite lashes because it's a nice wispy natural lash, and it's just really cute, flirty, really nice. So I used to have such a hard time putting on lashes because my lashes are naturally curly, and it's hard to lay the lash band on top of lashes that's like throwing up gang signs. But like once you get the hang of it and once you find that technique, it's easily like 1, 2, 3 easy. And when I tell you lashes just complete the look, like as soon as you put them lashes on, you just start feeling yourself. Like I don't even know how I wore makeup without lashes before. Like I was looking so dull and basic. So to finish up the eye, I'm going to go back in with the Saharan blush palette from Juvia's Place. And I'm taking Zoba and going to put that in my inner tear duct. And also going to use that to highlight my eyebrow bone. I'm going to set my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Then I'm going to go in and highlight my nose bridge and the tip of my nose with that same color I used to highlight my inner tear duct. And now I'm just misting my fan brush, and I'm going to apply that same shade on the highest point of my cheekbones. And honestly, at this point, it's just the amount of glow you want, you're going to get. Honestly, listen, don't let anybody get in the way of your glow, especially not for 2019, okay? 2019 is the year to glow. So they can step on the side, get them Ray-Bans, whatever eye protection they need, because they're going to see this glow. Oh, Lord. All right, so time for lips. I'm going to be lining my lips with the Morphe Vibes Brown Lip Liner. And I like to cover my Cupid's bow because it makes me like have fuller lips, makes it look more pouty, really cute. And adding some contour to the lips. It also makes it look fuller as well. Now I'm going to take this matte nude, and it's from the L'Oreal Le Chocolat collection, and I believe it's in the shade Dose of Cocoa. I'm going to make sure to have everything listed down below, but these smell just like chocolate. Like, it's so good. And to top it all off with lip gloss, I'm going in with the shade Frolic from Morphe, and the iridescent reflex in this lip gloss complement my highlight so well. And here we are, we have the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Please like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Thank you.